Hey guys, welcome to the Blue Podcast with me, Tom and Ben. How you doing, mate?
Good, thanks.
Today we'll be doing our top 10 Premier League keepers of all time. But before we get into that, we are an ambassador for a new app called LinkMe. It's an app that makes juggling social media accounts easier than ever. Make sure to download the app and make an account with our link below. And also check out our merch. That would be greatly appreciated. Well, this is going to be tough, I think. We've got a long list of players that we're going to go through, but we'll do some recent results and obviously this weekend's FA Cup fixtures as well before we get into that. We'll start with the Palace game, 0-0 between Palace and City. How was that for you, Ben? Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it, but I've seen the highlights, and obviously, just 2 points dropped to Liverpool now, a point behind. But it wasn't that we created chances; it's just that we couldn't finish them. So, in that sense, obviously, it wasn't like we were playing badly. But again, it's Liverpool let Liverpool come to within a point. So, but I think it's becoming a bit. It's going to be very difficult for us to. I think. Even though we're a point ahead, the momentum is very much in for Liverpool, and Liverpool are very much in better form. And it's like obviously it's a little bit like the Champions League final last year. Do you remember when Chelsea were on that run against us where you were winning against us?
Yeah.
And there was, and I remember me saying, I was like, it's the like the momentum and like everything points to a Chelsea win here. And there's that hint of inevitability of it that Liverpool are going to win the Prem this year in terms of other stuff. And our only chance would be to beat them at home in next month. The thing is, I feel as if that won't matter in the end because feel like we'll drop points elsewhere. So it won't matter if we beat them at home or not. I feel it feels like City is going to drop points and Liverpool aren't elsewhere. So it's going to be it's difficult. And I think it's always like this unsaid thing that it's like it's almost it's like it's weird really because it's like obviously there's still that bit of hope there for City fans, but there is that sort of this unsaid unspoken thing that they kind of know that Liverpool are probably going to do it, so it's a shame, but hopefully we can do it in the Champions League. But a lot of that rests on the draw today, I think.
Yeah. So we're recording this at currently 10:46. Obviously, the draw will be at 11, which I'm sure we'll discuss at some point during this podcast. I mean, Liverpool have a few tough games. Obviously, you think you've got a slightly easier running, but again, for City, that doesn't seem to matter when you draw with Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I don't like on paper. This is what I mean. On paper, you would say, oh, maybe City have a slightly easy running, but when you're in the kind of form Liverpool are in, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're in very, very good form.
Just grinding result after result after result after result. The momentum's there, the confidence is there. City, it's not the same, and the similarities with a few seasons ago when we were a point ahead and we managed to do it, but we were in a lot better form that season, and we were our squad was probably better that season because we had Aguero as striker, we had Sane on the wing. Like the squad, as in terms of its attacking options and its potency, was very much better than it
Even
is
though
now.
it shouldn't be with Jack Grealish in there, Foden in form, De Bruyne in form.
Yeah, but again, like I mean, I wouldn't say it shouldn't be because they're not number 9s.
Yeah.
We don't have a number 9. And I know it's an easy thing to be like, oh, we've not got a number 9, so we're not going to score goals. And most of the games it doesn't matter, but it's the games like Palace it does.
Yeah. I was watching the game. You were desperate for a number 9 there. You
Yeah, and
clearly needed it.
it makes me think that the kind of they've got a bit more, become a bit more serious about Haaland because of recent stuff. Because apparently it's between us, Madrid, and Barca.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's looking difficult. And if I was a betting man, I'd bet on Liverpool to win the league.
Lucky you're not a betting man then.
But I'm not a betting man. But yeah, if I was a betting man, I'd put my money on Liverpool to win it. Just yeah, just yeah. The Liverpool are the more likely of the two anyway. But you know,
We'll see. We'll stick on City. Obviously, you got Southampton in the cup, FA Cup this weekend on Sunday. You should comfortably win that realistically. Southampton are very much not in form right now. They were very much in form, and then they've just completely dropped off, which is strange. But
happens.
it happens. Does happen. It happens to the best of us. Do you think you'll win this weekend? I do personally, obviously.
I'd like to think so. Because, like I say, we're not. It's not that we're in bad form. We're just not in great form. And we didn't. It wasn't that we played badly against Palace. It's just that we couldn't because we were creating chances. We just couldn't score.
Yeah.
So
was immense that game. I'm just saying.
What's that? Sorry.
Conor Gallagher was immense that game.
Yeah. You should get a chance to Chelsea him. But anyway.
You definitely will, because I mean, as it stands, no transfer.
You've got. We'll move on to that, but you got loads of suitors, haven't you? But anyway, yeah. I'd like to think so. Yeah, like it'll be, look with the way the league is going and the Champions League, a lot of it rested on the draw.
Yeah,
and obviously FA Cup will be nice to win that to sort of have a trophy this year. So hopefully we can get.
You still got hope.
We still got hope, but it's not. It's dwindling.
Yeah. We'll move on to Chelsea. Obviously, 2 wins since the podcast we did last week. We're in decent form, I'd say. Actually, I mean, we're not playing phenomenally, but we're still getting results, which is the main thing. I was at the Chelsea Newcastle game on Sunday. We shouldn't have won it, but we shouldn't have won it, but we did. Great atmosphere though. Newcastle fans were loud as hell, and then obviously because they were loud, it kind of forced Chelsea to be loud as well, which was good to be. Obviously, I was very much involved in all the chanting. There was they were singing "Mike Ashley's coming for you," and then we were singing "Boris Johnson's coming for you" to them. So there was a lot of back and forth. Obviously, they went quiet for the goal. I mean, the goal was very, very good from Havertz. Jorginho finally actually doing what he's supposed to do and getting some assists. He got assist against Lille as well. Really great pass. So finally, it's too early to call if it's a change in how he's playing, but it's nice to see him actually get involved in attacking play rather than just passing it side to side in terms of keeping possession. Wasn't a red, in my opinion, for Havertz on Dan Burn. Especially if the Mane one against Azpilicueta wasn't. Obviously, if that one was, then I'd be more lenient to say that the Havertz one was. But obviously, that wasn't. So, thing. And obviously, like Dan Burn's so tall, you have to do something to get some kind of leverage on a guy who's jumping at 6'7". But it's a tough one to call. And yeah, well, speaking of red cards, obviously there was the Everton. I don't know if you saw the Allen red card yesterday in the Everton Newcastle game. Very, very tough to say that it was a clear and obvious error, the yellow card, and that it should have been red.
Was it a soft one then?
It was a soft red because he didn't really. He was like Alan knew exactly what he was doing. He was taking out St. Maximin so that he didn't go on the break. Probably definitely like a lot of people say it was an orange card. It was a bit too heavy to be a yellow, but not enough to be a red.
Right.
But then Everton won anyway. Frank Lampard was very, very chuffed. So fair play
He
to him.
broke his hand, didn't he?
Who?
Lampard.
Did he?
Broke his hand in the celebrations.
Oh yeah, because I didn't know what that was because I remember he was hugging people and one of his hands was like really bent.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was hugging them. He couldn't touch
Broke
like
his hand. Yeah.
oh, fair play.
He was like, I'll take the 3 points. I don't care. Like,
yeah.
So.
But yeah, Newcastle now lost 2 games in a row after going unbeaten for 9 games. But there's no chance they're in the relegation battle now. Not even a chance. I love the fact that the Newcastle fans at the game were giving Mount some grief when he went to take a corner, and he went, "I haven't been paid yet," and then put the corner in, which was funny. But yeah, that's because we're currently not a club. We're seized. I don't know. It's very confusing.
He's currently not able to do anything financially, but he's still.
Yes, and that's why the stadium will be quite quiet from now on because obviously only our season ticket holders can go. We can't have any away fans. I don't think. I'm unsure.
I'm not sure.
But I don't think we're not allowed yet because they asked. Yes, because Chelsea asked if the Middlesbrough game could be behind closed doors, which obviously got dismissed instantly because fans there or whatever.
It's very, very weird request that, wasn't it? But
yeah, well, when you're owned by a Russian owner, then things tend to happen. Obviously beat Lille 2-1 in the Champions League on Wednesday. I only watched bits of it. The Pulisic goal was nice. The Azpilicueta goal was nice. I mean, really, it was going to be a comfortable win. I literally typed down 2-1, deleted it, and put 1-0 to Chelsea, which is a bit of a shame to not get another prediction point.
Well, I said 2-0.
Jackson also got the prediction point, so he's catching up a little bit.
I said 2-0 to you for the Liverpool one, but I was on my way home from work and I forgot to put it on the tweet.
Well, these things happen. But yeah, so obviously Chelsea through to the next round of the Champions League, which will be released at 5 o'clock in 5 minutes of what the draw is.
Well, it'd be like a bit longer than that because they've got to do all the faffing about first.
They got to do faffing about. Yeah. So once we know, we'll let you guys know. But yeah, obviously Middlesbrough on Saturday tomorrow should win, but obviously Middlesbrough have just beaten United and Spurs, and I think are actually on a really good run of form in the Championship from what I've seen. Because I live with a West Brom fan, and I got a couple of Nottingham Forest fan mates, so I've been keeping a bit. I've been keeping a bit more tabs on the Championship this season than usual. It's been quite interesting. West Brom beat Fulham 1-0, which is massive because obviously Fulham are flying and West Brom aren't. So for them to beat them is pretty
Fulham a long
Bruce Ball.
Yeah. Fulham a long gone in, aren't they? Like they're off in the distance, aren't they? In the Championship.
What, West Brom?
No, Fulham.
Oh, Fulham are, they're clear. They're clear. But yeah, I doubt that. Yeah, they should get promoted. But then Mitrovic will come up to the Premier League and do nothing, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think he's tied on the all-time Championship goal scorer. So he's only got like 10 games to go or something. So he should be fine to get it. He should get it. But yeah, anyway, enough about recent affairs. We've waffled for 13, 14 minutes now. On to the keepers. I haven't. I'll name some. Give you some stats, some information, and then Ben and I will kind of create our top 10 basically. So there's a lot of honorable mentions in here. Stuff like that. Unfortunately for Nigel Martin, David Seaman, and Peter Schmeichel, there was no on the Premier League app. There was no data on their penalty saves, which is a bit of a shame for them. But they still had Peter Schmeichel's goal because obviously he's the only goal. He's the only keeper on this list, I think, that has a Premier League goal. So maybe that might come into play later on in the thing because I mean Alisson isn't on this, and Edison's not on this because they haven't played enough games.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Benjamin Mendy, obviously, not Benjamin Mendy. No, Wrong Mendy. Oh no.
Edouard Mendy.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Oh
He's
god.
a bit tired. He's a bit tired.
I'm very tired, boys. I'm very tired. All right. Let's move on for that mistake. Firstly, we have Pepe Rayner, obviously formerly of Liverpool, played for a couple smaller Premier League sides since then. 297 appearances, 136 clean sheets. It's not bad. It's not bad. 4 penalty saves. Obviously, he was part of the Liverpool Champions League winning side, wasn't he?
I think so.
I think so.
I think he's from that era, isn't he? So
Yeah. Or was it? No, it was a different keeper for the Champions League final, I think.
well, like Jersey Dudek or something.
Yeah, I think it was Dudek. Obviously, I haven't got my stats right. I'll look this up. I think it was Dudek.
Probably was, to be fair.
What was it? 2003.
2000 and yeah.
It was. Come on, wait a minute. Because they faced Milan in the final. Was it Dudek or Rayner that was the keeper in the Liverpool final, Champions League 2003?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Well. No, it wasn't 2003. 2005.
Yeah, I thought it was 5.
Yeah, 2005. It was Dudek, yeah. Yeah, it was Dudek 2005. He's not on the list. If you do, just so you know. But obviously, he was a very good Premier League keeper. Moving on to ex-City player Joe Hart. 340 appearances, 127 clean sheets, 7 penalty saves. So not joint first, actually. Ben Foster has the most penalty saves. Decent stats, not quite as good in terms of clean sheet percentage as Pepe Rayner, but still honourable mention, I'd say, for Joe Hart. Ben Foster, still a king of the game at Watford. 382 appearances, 91 clean sheets, 9 penalty saves, and I'm sure his save percentage is nuts as well. I think he has the most Premier League saves, according to the Premier League app, if I saw correctly, I think, which is not bad. But again, his percentage of clean sheets to appearances isn't great, I won't lie. And that's probably because he's not been part of any particularly big teams. Obviously, he was at United when he was younger. But then my brain this morning is fried. Alex Ferguson didn't particularly like him, did he? So he did leave. I remember because he had obviously there's the cycling GK on YouTube, so you get a lot more behind the scenes with him. He's almost creating a legacy for himself now with the YouTube scene.
Yeah.
It's surprising a lot of other footballers haven't tapped into that field, really.
Yeah, I think you need to be a particular type of person, don't you, as well, to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you see like Mason Mount and Declan Rice being on like YouTube channels and playing FIFA and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, but it's not quite the same because it's sort of it's like behind the scenes in it. It's like vlogging stuff, and like I guess some players would feel it'd be distracting them from it, or be
it's probably a bit easier if you're a keeper as well.
Yeah, taking their attention away from it. But for a keeper, like you say, like it's a bit more sort of personal, I guess.
Yeah. Next on the list, we got David James, 572 appearances, 169 clean sheets. It's not bad. Obviously, his England days weren't great.
He used to play for City as well.
But he played for City as well, yeah. But his England days weren't great, which probably tarnishes his keeping legacy a little bit. 6 penalty saves as well. He was a good keeper in his day, but kind of dropped off a little bit as he got older, unfortunately. Shay Given, 451 appearances, 113.
He used to play for City.
He also played for City. 5 penalty saves. he was a goated keeper, wasn't
Aye.
he? Very
Well, not so much for City, but
good. Next up, the only Chelsea keeper on the list, and my favourite keeper of all time, Petr Cech, 443 appearances, 202 clean sheets,
Petr Cech.
4 penalty saves. Yep.
Chelsea Petr Cech is just that level above, Chelsea Petr Cech.
Chelsea Petr Cech was unreal. And I mean, I'm sure most of the appearances that aren't clean sheets were at Arsenal. So
Yeah.
I remember he hadn't conceded to Messi ever at Chelsea, and then went to Arsenal and conceded 2 or 3. Messi. So that says something more about the Arsenal side than it does the Chelsea side. I'm just saying. But yeah, he was at Chelsea unbelievable. Obviously, he's got the most clean sheets on this list. So yeah, take that how you will. Only 4 Premier League saves though. Obviously not quite Kepa, but most of Kepa's saves, to be fair, have been in cup competitions for penalties. Edwin van der Sar, 313 games, 132 clean sheets. So stats wise, in terms of percentages, that's pretty good. Not quite Pepe Rayner, who I think I'm trying to do quick maths in my head. Looks like he's got the best save percentage out of everyone so far. So, clean sheet percentage, not save percentage. And then Van der Sar only saved 1 Premier League penalty apparently, but obviously I'm going off the Premier League app, and there are a few older keepers who have not applicable for the penalty saves. So you could have saved more. I don't know. Obviously at United, unreal. Won lots of trophies. Yeah, it's just a very, very good keeper. It's annoying. Some of these keepers are slightly before my memory. Yeah. So I'm just clutching at straws here. Brad Friedel, 450 appearances, 132 clean sheets, 6 penalty saves. Lots. Who did he play for? I'm trying to remember now.
Tottenham.
Tottenham, yeah. What's your views on Brad Friedel?
He's a good keeper.
He's a good keeper, Daft says.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Top 10 Premier League keeper.
Top 10.
He's struggling with this.
I don't think I'd say top 10.
He says not top 10, so that's fine. I'll scrap him off anyway. Nigel Martin, 372 appearances, 137 clean sheets. Not applicable for penalty saves because the Premier League app didn't have them. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know who this is. Do you, Ben?
Who?
Nigel Martin.
I've heard the name, but it's before my time.
Speaking of before our time, well, a legend of the keeping game, UC Jääskeläinen. I think I've said that right. Jääskeläinen. 436 appearances, 108 clean sheets, 7 penalty saves. Guessing you know a bit more about him than me?
He's just he's a bit of a meme keeper, isn't he? He was good, but he's a Bolton legend, isn't he? Whatever. Iconic keeper for Bolton.
Fair enough. Next up, we've got Arsenal keeper David Seaman, 344 appearances, 141 clean sheets. Obviously, part of that invincible side, I think. I'm no idea. Was David Seaman Invincibles? Sure.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you played a season for City as well.
Did he? Oh, so there's a lot of City keepers on it.
They all played a season for City at the end of their careers. You know what I mean?
I see.
Just keeping themselves going for a bit.
I'm
starting to get a bit nervous for this draw now.
Are you?
Yeah, I know we're going to get a hard draw. I just know it's going to happen. We're going to get you or Liverpool or Bayern or someone
Daft just said, when does City ever get bad draws?
All the time in the Champions League.
Yeah, well, we've still got Abramovich's last paycheck going through to the Champions League, so it should be all good.
Yeah, you'll be getting Villarreal or Benfica. It's all good for Chelsea. Yeah,
David Seaman was obviously also part of the '97 team for England, which is kind of a bitter taste in the mouth to say that, but Yeah. Next up, another United legend, Peter Schmeichel, 310 appearances, 128 clean sheets. City legend, some would say as well. Having played for both Manchester clubs. Only keeper on it with a goal as well. So fair
Yeah.
play. Was that for you?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. Was it? Nah, it would be for United, surely.
It must have been for United. No, because I swear I don't know.
Schmeichel.
He played for Villa as Villa? No. Who did he play for? I'm trying to remember. He played for. I don't think it was United. It was Villa. Yeah, I think he scored for Villa. I think.
Yeah, it's Villa. It says Peter Schmeichel's goal for Villa.
Yeah, netting for Aston Villa against Everton.
Yeah. Madness.
I do know my stats sometimes.
Jig.
I do know my stats.
Just got so much ball knowledge.
Yeah.
Your head's just getting too wham now.
Yeah, definitely that. And not that I'm tired.
Oh, the draws.
Last two keepers on the list. David De Gea, currently still a Premier League player, obviously. 368 appearances, 129 clean sheets, 4 penalty saves. Obviously, for a period of time, was deemed one of the best keepers in the world whilst at United, and pretty much kept them in the top 4 battle for most of it. For them, like where they would be without David De Gea is a joke. It genuinely is a joke. Actually, I want to speak a bit about United. They got knocked out of the Champions League. Whee.
Yeah, it was. That was. I was more happy because I didn't want to play English opposition than I mean, obviously, and it's United losing, so it's great. But like, I just don't want to play an English team. But I know we're gonna get you all Liverpool. I'd
quite like it if you guys got Liverpool, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. Because
one big side out, isn't it?
Yeah, Villarreal and Benfica are just there for you. Like they're just there, like nice and tasty for you.
Who did they beat to get through?
Chelsea are first out.
Woo! Chelsea first out.
Carry on.
Who's it going to be? This is live reaction to the draw.
Are they going to mess it? Do you remember they messed it up last time, didn't they?
Well, yeah, they tried to make it PSG versus.
Here we go. Next ball out of the pots. Please not City, man. I swear to God, if we get Chelsea. Oh, Villarreal or Benfica for Chelsea. Here we go. Real Madrid.
Fuck.
Real Madrid versus Chelsea.
Dear. We beat them last time, but they're better this season.
Yeah, they're better this season. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a tough one. Oh, that's tough. And you say we get easy draws, huh?
I'm happy. You got a difficult draw. Fantastic. But City are going to get Liverpool, so it's just going to be nothing.
All right, well, we'll move on to the last keeper on this list whilst we wait for the next few results to come out. Tim Howard, 399 appearances, 132 clean sheets, 7 penalty saves in the Premier League. Obviously, all these stats are Premier League based, not overall stats. Because I think Petr Cech's actually saved 6 or 7 penalties.
Oh, Manchester City out of the pot.
Oh, so Manchester City are next anyway, so that's perfect timing. Once this draw is done, we'll do our top 10 and then we'll...
Versus Liverpool. Nah, I'm joking. But it probably will be.
I hope not.
Here we go. Liverpool coming out the pot.
Oh, actually, I hope it is.
Yeah.
What you get Benfica now? Because you've been crying about Chelsea getting them.
No, this is Liverpool written all over it. This is Club de Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid. So Atletico Madrid can knock out 2 Manchester sides this Champions League, and I feel like it.
At least it's not English. Liverpool are going to get a piss easy draw now.
Yep. Wait, if they get Bayern.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Come on.
That would be great.
Give them Bayern.
Keep us updated. Do you want a picture of the list so that you can you can do your top 10.
Can do.
All right, I'll send you the list quickly.
There we go. Next one is Villarreal versus Liverpool. What?
You're joking, aren't you? Still?
No. But I'm sure it will be.
I hope not.
Yeah, it would have been a Manchester derby if United won. Versus Bayern Munchen.
Who?
Villarreal versus Bayern.
Oh no. That's
So
not good.
is it Benfica, Liverpool?
I think so, yeah. That's annoying. So I'd say we got the hardest out of the English sides there.
Yeah, then us, then Liverpool.
Yeah.
Well,
Benfica. Where's Ajax?
Ajax got beat by Benfica.
Oh, they got beat by Benfica.
Yeah.
I didn't even clock that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Super undertonded.
That they do the draw for who plays each other in the semis as well now. So
Yes.
I'll keep you updated.
Well, an English side is guaranteed to be with another.
Pretty much.
It's pretty much guaranteed. So yeah, I guess we'll see who plays who in the semi-final.
Anyway, back to GK.
I'm not happy with this draw so far. I mean, obviously, at least it's not Bayern, and at least it's not you, and at least it's not Liverpool. But out of the Madrid sides, I'd much prefer Atletico than Real.
In current form, anyway. But I mean, Atletico still can do a job on you.
Well, yeah. Speaking of, you say we had an easy draw. We had Atletico Madrid, we had Juventus, we had Real Madrid on the way to the Champions League last season.
You're just completely ignoring Porto.
Porto are a good side, mate.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No,
They beat some good sides to get there. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, no, we didn't play Juventus. Porto beat Juventus.
Yeah.
We still played both Madrid sides and beat them, so might have to do that again.
G. Right, here we go. Semi-finals. Anyway, carry on with the goalkeeper things.
Well, I've sent you the picture. Obviously, we need to now make it a top 10. I'm struggling. I'm struggling.
Quarterfinal 2. About time City get a hard game.
City versus.
Quarterfinal 2 City. Oh no, I don't know. I don't know who.
You got drawn second, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Quarterfinal 1. I think that's you, isn't it?
It's us. Flipping heck. So it's either it could be a City versus Chelsea or Madrid semi-final.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's scary. That's very scary.
So Liverpool have to play Bayern in the semis.
Yes, they do. That's good. I mean, that's good in a sense. Kind of. I don't want to face you guys again. There's no way we beat you twice in the Champions League. I mean, obviously we got to beat Madrid first, which is no small task. But yeah, crap.
It's gonna be it'll be a difficult one if it's City v Chelsea because it's Champions League and City just don't do it in Champions League. So
yeah, wow, brilliant. Yay! I'm so happy with that draw.
Someone's put Liverpool are winning number 7.
What?
So someone is very confident that Liverpool are going to beat Bayern in the next round if they both
really.
Go. Yeah.
Really? Nah.
I'm happy that we've avoided an English team.
Yeah, well, kind of for a little bit.
For a little bit, and I guess if I was to choose a Liverpool player, I would choose you. in the next round, but I'd still rather play Madrid. I just don't want to. I don't want to play an English team, man.
Yeah, no, the English teams always make it worse. Like the fact that this is actually really difficult to do a top 10 of.
Right, let me have a look at this 40.
So I don't want to put Nigel Martin in because I have no idea who the hell he is.
Nigel Martin. I'll search him. I'll search him.
Search him up.
Nigel Martin. I think did he play for United or something?
I don't know. Because he's got good stats.
Oh, he played for Bristol Rovers, Palace, Leeds, and Everton.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
Their appearances for Palace and Leeds.
Yeah, well, he's got 372 appearances, 137 clean sheets, which is not bad.
But let me have a look at the photo again if it's still there. Oh, it went. No.
What?
But the photo disappeared.
Uh,
Come on, City! Gotta beat Atletico, please.
all right, I think I've got my top 10. I think.
I need the photo again.
Do you want me to give my top 10 and then you can...
Tell me.
I'll say the players that haven't made the cut first.
Yeah.
Joe Hart.
Yeah.
Ben Foster.
Mm-hmm.
Shay Given. Nigel Martin. UC Yaskalainen.
Okay.
Anyone on there you're not happy with not making the cut?
Not at the moment.
Okay, shall I work backwards? 10
Yeah.
down to 1. In 10th, I've got Mark Schwarzer.
Okay.
In 9th, I've got Brad Friedel.
Mm-hmm.
8th, David De Gea. 7th, Tim Howard.
Mm-hmm.
6th, Pepe Rayner. 5, David James. 4, David Seaman. 3, Peter Schmeichel. 2, Van der Sar. 1, Petr Cech.
Okay.
Any changes?
No, it seems about right to be.
Really? You're just happy with that? Sound?
Yeah. I mean, but obviously there's the thing, obviously, maybe Van der Sar should be number 1.
Yeah. That's why that's why I thought you might go be different from me.
Yeah. I mean, I can still back it, but I'd maybe lean for Van der Sar number 1, but it's muchness in it. It doesn't really.
Yeah, I mean, Petr Cech got more, like 50 more clean sheets with like 60 to 70 less games.
Right.
That's mad.
Yeah.
And like obviously he had the season where he only conceded 15 goals all season, which is
was that to do with the defense though? Or was that
but he's part of that defense.
Fair enough.
Like Van der Sar had Ferdinand and Vidic in front of him.
Yeah, but how many trophies did each of them get?
I'll look it up. Check. I'll be doing Prem trophies in it.
Yeah.
So Czech has had 4.
Van der Sar only got 4. Yeah, Van der Sar only 4. I say only, but you know.
Yeah, 4.
1, 2.
Yeah, you say only 4,
Right.
but yeah, he had 4. So both on 4. So it's very close between the two. Obviously, if you're going off stats, then possibly Czech, but we know Van der Sar was the complete keeper realistically.
Yeah. Both want to check.
Let us know down in the comments as well. Anyone watching, what you think the top 10 should be, or even who should be first if you agree with the rest of them.
Both won the Champions League.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we've been trying to go just off Prem, obviously, but
I mean, sometimes you need the just a few outside factors.
Well, Van der Sar won a lot of stuff in the Netherlands,
That
obviously,
close.
as well. Eredivisie.
It's true. But we can back it. We can back it.
Yeah, we'll back it. I can't believe I smashed that first time. I was expecting a few changes, but
No.
I'll go over again. Mark Schwarzer in 10. Brad Friedel in 9th. So yeah, Mark Schwarzer, 514 appearances, 151 clean sheets, 4 penalty saves. 9 is Brad Friedel with 450 appearances, 132 clean sheets, 6 penalty saves. 8th, David De Gea, 368 Premier League appearances, 129 clean sheets, 4 penalty saves. Obviously, recently, Kepa managed to replicate his Europa League failings in the Carabao Cup by conceding every goal and missing his penalty. Because it had never been done before De Gea. And then Kepa was like, hold my beer, I'll do it as well. In 7th, Tim Howard, 399 appearances, 132 clean sheets, 7 penalty saves. In 6th, Pepe Rayner, 297 appearances, 136 clean sheets, 4 penalty saves. 5th, David James, 572 appearances, which I think actually is the most on this list, with 169 clean sheets and 6 penalty saves. 4th, David Seaman, 344 appearances, 141 clean sheets, not applicable for penalty saves. 3, Peter Schmeichel, 310 appearances, 129 clean sheets, not applicable for penalties, but he scored a goal, which is why I put him over Seaman. And he obviously was immense for United. 2, Van der Sar, 313 appearances, 142 clean sheets. Oh, no, actually, I lied. Van der Sar only played 313 compared to Petr 443.
Oh, Van der Sar's got a better save percentage.
I don't know. Do the maths. Do 313 divided by 132.
Go and give us the numbers again.
So 313 appearances, 132 clean sheets.
42%. 42%.
And then 443 appearances, 202 clean sheets. 443, 202.
45%.
So it is high still.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, fine. I'm happy with that. Better check in goal. Number 1. 443 appearances, 202 clean sheets, 4 penalty saves. Yeah, he's also got more penalty saves. But obviously, I think Van der Sar's might be skewed because the Premier League app is not great sometimes. But yeah, that's our list. Let us know what you guys think down below in the comments. Obviously, the Champions League orders came out. I'm not too happy with mine. Probably Ben's relative out of 3 bottom. It was probably Benfica, then Villarreal, then Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. I mean, Atletico is going to be a tough game because they know that they know how to get through in the Champions League. They know, like, they have the way they operate is very difficult to play against. So it's going to be a difficult game. But I'm happy in the sense that I didn't want an English team because we've lost every time we've played an English team, and I guess we've avoided Bayern and Liverpool if we were to get through past Atletico. But I mean, it's not guaranteed we'll get through past Atletico. But if we do, then we've not got Bayern or Liverpool just yet.
You just got Real Madrid or Chelsea.
Yeah, I mean, and in that in itself is a difficult game because Chelsea, English team, but also English team in Champions League who have done it against us before. Difficult game. And then Madrid, in better form this season now.
Just PSG from behind.
Yeah. And looking a bit, like their attack is looking threatening. So that's going to be a difficult game. If we were to get through and it was to be them. But I mean, Chelsea will fancy themselves against Madrid, but
whether or not we will is a very different story.
Like with that, like it will be a good game. Be a close. Well, not close. I don't know if it will be close, but it'll be.
Well, it should be quite. I'd like to think it'll be close. I don't think either team should run away with it.
Oh no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just meaning like in terms of I don't know. It'll be close in terms of like it'll be a 0-0 boring game. Like
I see.
I think there's goals in it. But
I
it'll be close, but there'll be goals in it. I think.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, hopefully for Chelsea anyway.
But
gut feeling. I'll do it for City. I think City are going through against Madrid, Atletico Madrid. Your gut feeling on Chelsea versus Real Madrid. Gut feeling.
it's a really difficult one to call. It's a close one. Because I mean, it was close last year when you played them, but you beat them last year. So I might just edge for Chelsea, but it's one of the ones that could go either way. I think City, Atletico, Chelsea, Real are the two games that are more likely to go either way. But they obviously Liverpool, Benfica, and Villarreal, Bayern, like that is. Unless there's like some sort of a catastrophe for one of those teams, you would think that it's Liverpool and Bayern through.
Yeah, you would. Thing is, though, like I wouldn't. I know we bought Lukaku, but obviously he hasn't exactly turned out the way we hoped. Bless you.
Thank you.
So I would. It's a silly thing to say. Obviously, having spent 100 million on a striker, but currently we haven't. I wouldn't say we haven't really strengthened at all since the last time we played them. In terms
I don't think it's more. They haven't really strengthened, but it's more in terms of the players that they have. The same players that they have are now playing at a higher level.
Yeah. Whereas I wouldn't say we necessarily are.
Yeah, but so that means it's still because last year you were at a high level and they were underperforming a bit. This season they're playing at a high level. You're not even underperforming that much, but like you're not at the same.
We're definitely not the best we can be though.
Yeah, you're not at the level you were last year, but it's going to be a close one. But I would just because you beat him last year would edge for Chelsea, but
And on that bombshell, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new around here. Obviously, we're just trying to crawl up for that 900 subs as soon as possible. Check out our merch and the LinkMe app down in the description below. Our Twitter at the Blue Podcast 1 for our Twitter Predictions League, which Jack's catching up with me. He is catching up with me.
You got to give me a point for that correct prediction.
Which one?
The Liverpool one that I forgot to put on.
Oh well, no, because me and Jack got points when I didn't post them as well, so it's unfair. If I was to, it is unfair. I know it's my bad. I was quite busy this week and drunk when I was supposed to bet out the Chelsea and City scores. Well, that was Chelsea. Was it Liverpool? Yeah, Chelsea and Liverpool. I was a bit tipsy. No, you're not. One of them. I can't remember which one it was. I've missed a few. Okay, I'm sorry. I've missed a few predictions, but we'll be better. We'll be better. Sure. Check our Instagram as well at the Blue Podcast 1, where we have our who's the best player polls on Twitter, and Instagram stories. That's it. And our TikTok at the Blue Podcast and our Shorts channel, which is the Blue Podcast Extra. So check all of those out. Be greatly appreciated. And Ben and I may see you on Sunday for a purple show, depending on if everything goes smoothly. Cheers.